I just got a comment on one of my videos, and it says, using a capo is a bad habit. I'm going to let you have your opinion on that one because I have a differing opinion about capos. I think capo is a wonderful tool, and we'll talk about that in Advanced Tuesday. Capos are really, really good tools. Some people, not understanding capos, think, oh, it's a crutch or it's a way to cheat, but just simply put, here, let me get my guitar out really quick. Okay, that's a G chord. Now, what if I want to do that on A flat? Well, you know what? I can't get that, I can't do an open position chord on A flat. Hence the capo. You put the capo on the first fret. Now, that note, you go up 3 frets like you normally play a G chord. Just like that. And guess what? You now have an A flat chord, or you could call it a G sharp chord. And that voicing is possible because of the capo. I cannot do that without a capo on an A flat chord. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that this Tuesday or another time, because I'll have to tell you, I've got a lot of things going on this week. My daughter's getting married in 2 days. I have to travel to Salt Lake City to be there. I've got to be there. So we're going to see what we can do with these daily videos. I hope I can get them all out. Let's go to some more questions here. I wanted to tell you that I've had trouble with Dropbox. I used to put the lead sheets and the tab sheets on my Dropbox account. I actually have a Dropbox account just for YouTube videos. But I have not been happy with Dropbox. I've had problems with people downloading things or printing things off, and they get these really weird symbols instead of notes on some of the PDFs that I've created. So I've changed it over to an Amazon account where we have space on Amazon, and it works perfectly. It works wonderfully. If you have trouble with any of the lead sheets or any of the tabs in any of the videos, just message me, email me at lessonswithhal@gmail.com or something. You can message me on YouTube. You can message me on Patreon if you're a patron over there. And you can message me, let's see, you can get to me on Twitter. If I don't get to you right away, just be persistent. I won't be bugged if if you do it multiple times. What kind of hat do you wear? Well, this is a Greek fisherman's hat. Love this hat. I've been wearing it since I was 17 years old. Not straight. I mean, there are times when I use other things like this little beanie. I love this hat, and I get my hats. I used to get it at a place. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. Oh, Ports a Call. I think that's what it was called. Lovely little shops and things like that when I was growing up. Now it's not quite as lovely as it used to be and quaint, but I had a great time there. There's a hat shop called the Village Hat Shop in San Diego. Love that place. They've got all kinds of great hats. And I have my own private stash of Greek fisherman's caps. If you would like to get one from me, I would be glad to send you one. I've been thinking about a merch line for people who might want some merchandise, like hats or a t-shirt or, here, let me show you something. I made my own little, I don't know if it focuses on that. Come on, focus on that, dude. Here we go. There we go. There is a little note there. Is that working? I call these note dice. And I made a whole bunch of them. I haven't really showed you these note dice yet, but I want to tell you about note dice later in Theory Thursday. But I use these note dice to teach my students about notes, about the notes on the piano, about notes on the guitar, about notes that we use all the time for writing music. If you want a set of note dice, there's a couple ways you can get one. Become a patron over at Patreon, and I will send you a set of note dice. you'll have to send me like your mailing address and that kind of thing, and I will send them to you. Anyway, also I'll send you a hat when you get to a certain level at Patreon. I think I have that posted over there. One of the questions, what is 145? And something about notes in a chord, 135. What are you talking about when you say 135? What are you talking about when you say 145? These are concepts that we're going to address on Theory Thursday. 145 has to do with the notes in a scale and the chords in a scale, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, the 5 chord. 135 has to do with the notes in a chord, and we talk about chords, root, third, fifth. We will talk about that in Theory Thursday. We're not quite there yet. On Theory Thursday, we are laying a foundation so that you can understand musical concepts. And I'm going in order. I'm not going to go out of order on that day. We might talk about some theory on Tuesday, or perhaps on Mail Monday and things like that. We might just, do a little bit of talking about that, but I'm not going to explain it on these days. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll have to just be locked into me on Theory Thursday and go one step at a time. If you're coming in the middle of, let's say if you're already on, I think we're on video number 4 on Theory Thursday this week. If you come in on video 10 or video 12, later on down the line, you will probably need to go back to number 1 and look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order. And we are going in order so that everything makes sense. So tomorrow is Advanced Tuesday. Come back tomorrow and see what we're doing on Advanced Tuesday. If you missed Mail Monday last Monday, click on the link when it comes up, the little box with the video on it, and go back and see what we did last Monday. You can even see what we did yesterday. The box will come up on that for Sacred Sunday. Talk to you later.